those kind of people as makulit. Makulit, passionate, insistent, and she's always there. And when you're sleeping, maybe you'll see her face pushing for what she wants. So I'm not surprised that we have this kind of project. And I'm not also surprised why we have so many partners who have made this project possible. Thank you for our partners and supporters from Denmark, from Belgium, from India. Thank you for our partners. Nakiki-hour na ako. For our partners from the financing and banking sector, for the partners, for the builders, for the women groups, and the women leaders. I'd like to, I'm so intrigued by the term, the Mink Ladies. The Mink Ladies, the Filipina COE Circle, the Organization of Socialized Housing Developers of the Philippines, and the Philippine Solar Alliance of the Philippines, headed by my dear friend, Techi Kapalyan, from the GMA days. And of course, to the sons of Emma and Ferdinand, happens to be a friend of my son. So, very small world. So, thank you so much for inviting me and seeing all the things that are happening right now. The Energy Regulatory Commission, of which I am the chair, is in charge of rate setting, rate fixing, and also the implementer of the policies, the energy policies that are formulated by the Department of Energy and our national government, no less than President Duterte. So they do the policies and we implement the policies. Right now, based on our records, we only have about 5 to 7% of energy coming from solar. And we would like this increased. And so whenever we are confronted with applications for solar, we always think and make sure that the BOI incentives are very much factored in. We also see that we have to graduate somehow from fossil fuel. However, we cannot do that overnight. We all know that. We cannot do that overnight. So how do we encourage the renewable energy to take a good market share? By giving so much support. Support in the way that we do our policies. Support in the way that we determine the rates. Support in terms of advocacy. I was mayor for 10 years. I was the national president of all the mayors in the Philippines. And this kind of project are projects that are close to my heart. Because we are not just building houses. We are not just building homes. We are building a people. We are building communities. And having a good start for our communities is something that every leader of this nation and other countries in their own countries should always dream for. We start small, but the small, just like the stone and the pebble that you throw in the ocean, they create ripples. And with so many people throwing pebbles just like you, then we will be able to have this advocacy come into reality all over the world. It's high time that we have the consciousness, not just in terms of words, but in terms of action, just like what your group has been doing. We have this advocacy for the love of the environment. I used to say when I was mayor